What's the biggest, incorrect, assumption someone has made about you? I've had 2 different people tell me I look like I make my own yogurt. That I'm a lesbian. Which isn't a problem until it comes from raging homophobes. Ever been physically attacked or put in dangerous situations for being gay when you're actually straight? Fun times. Met someone I was in school with and he assumed that I was still the same after all these years. That I'm mean because I have RBF. But I'm really the nicest, most loyal friend you will ever make. Smiling face with hearts. That I'm vegetarian. I don't even know where they got that idea. I'd bring meat all the time for lunch. That I can't cook. I get asked regularly how my school holidays are going. I'm in my 20s and halfway through my thesis, but I have waist-length hair and still get pinned as high school age. How to pronounce my name. That I was a man. I was expressing my traditional views on family online, and was told that a man like me will never get a wife, lol. People I'm still getting to know are often shocked the first time they hear me swear. I tend to be very quiet, polite, and reserved until I am really comfortable with someone, due to social anxiety and fear of rejection. Then the real me comes out and she is a lot. One guy even said, "Sorry, it's funny because you don't have much of a potty mouth." No, you have just only seen Scarlett's public persona. Now I've decided you are a friend so you get to spend time with real Scarlett, and she swears like a sailor. Someone said I was an extrovert. I told them I'm an introvert. Then they proceeded to argue with me about it. I've never had to argue with someone over a quality of myself. It was mind-boggling. That I'm Pentecostal or apostolic. One of the long hair, long skirt churches. I'm not. I happen to dress modestly and have long hair. I wear dresses in the summer. When it got cold I started wearing jeans and this was, apparently, confusing. I'm pretty independent and people always tell me they see me settle down with a stay-at-home husband or wear the pants in the relationship. I have nothing against that lifestyle choice and think it can work great for some. But I don't want kids, and without kids, I don't think there's sufficient need for a stay-at-home partner in modern day. Plus, I just want one leg in the pants and someone who is just as ambitious in their career and lifestyle goals. This assumption always seemed outdated and backhanded to me. That I enjoy school. They think it because I get good grades, probably. But no, hate school. That I'm standoffish and judgmental. I'm actually just really shy and insecure and I have no idea what my face is doing half the time. People always assume that I am confident and tough, when I am not at all. I like to act as if I was and I am good with words, but that doesn't mean I am confident. In fact, I actually have a social phobia. Teachers usually go, "What? No way," when I open up to them, because apparently I seem like the most outgoing person ever. Thing I will always remember is that one girl telling me during the first week of school, "You seem like the most honest and outgoing person here." People have assumed I'm stuck up and conservative. It's more like I'm deaf and quiet. That I was dead. I have no idea how that rumor started, but someone popped over in the end to see if it was true or not. I was alive. That I was fake. People were, and still at times are, shocked that I am actually just really nice and supportive. I feel like this is common, but at first people think I am a huge witch with a B. I have our boyfriend and I'm very quiet at first. Once people get to know me, they realize I'm very nice and will go out of my way for just about anybody. It just takes me a little bit to warm up to people. Actions speak louder than words with my personality. 2 family members came to my home and stated that my depression was not valid. Nor did I have any reason to be because there are others who suffered more. Others thought the same but never vocalized it. I was always known as the person in the family in and out of mental hospitals and treatment. So naturally they thought I was doing it for attention or teen angst back then. I was dealing with repressed sexual traumas I experienced as a child on my own. None of my medical team nor family knew. They were shocked when I mentioned it later. I'm very girly. I dress very cute, skirts, polka dots, accessories, etc. Always do my hair, makeup, etc., and I'm small with a thin waist and big boobs. So obviously I'm stupid. That I'm calm. They tell me they like being around me cause I have such a calming presence. Lol, no, my brain is always on fire. I think I look creepy. That I am very confident. Could not be further from the truth, but I am working on it. That the reason I ended up sick enough to be in a wheelchair off and on for a few years and had a hospital bed in my living room even longer was psychosomatic. It was Lyme disease, babesiosis and some other tick-borne illnesses. along with a previously unknown genetic disorder, Ehlers-Danlos. After years of treatment I still tested positive for 6 different things. Thanks family for adding to the problem by making me question my sanity, and planting those thoughts in my, now ex-husband's mind. It was such a help. In college someone said to me, "Do you like Garfield? You look like someone who likes Garfield." I was like, "Not really?" But she talked to me about it all of the time after that. My friends constantly tell me that I am intimidating and I genuinely don't understand. At my bachelorette party, every woman agreed that they were afraid to talk to me before we became friends. Going all the way back to middle school. I've been told I have a resting bitch face by many including my husband. He'll walk into the room and immediately ask, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Absolutely nothing." So now, I overcompensate with new friends, acquaintances and try to show that I'm not mean or angry by using tons of exclamation points and emojis. Lol whatever. Pretty much that my personality is, overly serious nerd girl, and nothing more. That's sort of my own fault. I'm very uncomfortable around people and when I'm uncomfortable, I default to that sort of personality. They were proven wrong after I got drunk with them at a party. Alternatively, "You're so sweet and innocent looking. I bet you're a freak in bed, though." The shy ones always are, "Nope." The closest I get to being a freak in bed is having night terrors. I cried when my partner called me dirty names while being intimate. We thought I'd be okay with it, but nope. That I'm rude, angry. 'Cause when I'm not smiling I kinda look like I'm mad at everyone lol. That I was proud because I was tall and don't talk to like everybody. Just talk to friends. I have 2. Both were situational. The first one, I had a boyfriend that insisted I was cheating on him and got him sick because it burned when he urinated. I absolutely loved when he finally started talking to me again after he received his lab results, begging for me back because it was a UTI. The second one, I was a smoker at the time, cigarettes, I don't consume anything else, and when hanging out with my friends, I'd walk down to the street to smoke near my car so I wasn't just standing around in front of their house. I'd always pack up my butts instead of throwing them in the street. Their neighbor eventually asked them about me. He thought I was some hippie chick getting high every day around dinner. From the sound of my voice alone, people have assumed that I'm 10 to 12 years old. I'm 30. Humiliatingly kicked off of quite a few Xbox Live sessions for that, less than. Also been mistaken for having ASD, autism spectrum disorder. I don't. Also shows you how many people make assumptions about ASD. Probably the one that I'm dumb. That's the one that people make most mental gymnastics about. That I am gay. It was like 7th grade and for me it was so hurtful honestly. Now I can clearly understand why people could thought like this. I always had a friendship only with girls, had a strange behavior and voice, my sweet puberty. But, it was a main reason of my insecurities. So now I'm 18. Everything is okay and I'm glad to say that I'm bisexual. Fuck you 7th grade. When I was younger people thought I was stuck up. But I was just painfully shy. I've also been accused of being racist. The whole situation was ridiculous. It was the person I didn't like and it had nothing to do with her race, but the fact she was constantly hitting on my boyfriend, even though he made it clear he wasn't interested. But I guess it was easier to spread a rumor about me than leave my damn boyfriend alone. That I'm not loyal, I'm as loyal as a dog seriously. When I say I'm a single parent they assume a relationship failed or I poorly choose my boy's father. In reality, he died when they were young in a car accident. That I'm stuck up. A lot of people make this assumption. I'm very friendly once I can start a conversation, I'm just autistic and painfully shy. And I have a very hard time smiling or laughing, but I'm just as amused as the next person over jokes, the sillier the better. I worked with a client for 5 years without meeting. He was on the other side of the country and I was never over that way. The day he finally met me he said, "I'm surprised. I thought you were black." He also thought I was a lesbian. Guess I have a very stereotyped voice? That because I've never been interested in makeup or fashion or whatnot. I'm really cripplingly insecure about my body or appearance and in need of help. I've never been that insecure about my body ever since I was a teenager. I'm happy with how I look, and content. That I'm a girl who mainly gets along with guys. I've gotten this a lot and I don't know where it comes from. IDK if it has to do with my demeanor or interests, or attracting male attention, but it's far from the truth. I've literally never had any significant male friendships. That I am a university student. I look younger, I am unattached, and I don't have a car and ride a bicycle. I am 45. That was very flattering lol. I hate when guys assume I'm flirting with them. I'm just a very outgoing person who can strike up a conversation with any stranger comfortably. I like to joke around a lot and with anyone. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm flirting. Or just me being nice, sometimes they assume I'm into them. That I'm a party girl. I'm pretty outgoing but I'm sober and dislike alcohol. That because I am quiet at work that I must be good at drawing. Like what? Just because I am quiet at work doesn't mean I am a quiet person in general and like fucking drawing? Lol. That I'm an immigrant. That I'm stupid or easy because I used to be a stripper. Jokes on them. I work in medicine now and also own rental properties. That I'm pregnant upside down face. It used to be, that I wasn't a virgin. I partied a normal amount in college, was reasonably attractive, and not particularly prudish in my speech or demeanor. I just wasn't interested in dating, and never got around to having sex, so once in a while when it came up people were always surprised. Nowadays people just assume that I'm younger than I am. I have a fuller face, and no children's skeptical smiley face. Or they're surprised that I watch anime because I'm a socially functional adult.